I'd like to welcome you again to City Hangout. You know what I'm saying? Hope to make some things jump off for y'all. Just answer a couple of questions and shit that people's basically asking me. You know what I'm saying? Since I had the episode with death and everything. You know what I mean? And people want to know how how did it feel dying? How did it feel dying? I don't really know. All I can say is that, when I got sick and I initially had the cardiac arrest in the hospital, all I know is that, the whole day I was feeling really disoriented and, just really out of it. And I couldn't even really fully function. Later on that night, the prison sent me up to the dispensary where they did a couple of tests on me and everything. They seen that my heart was acting really erratic. And then they sent me out to the hospital. They run a couple of tests or whatever, not like that. And all of a sudden, just a hot flash came over me. And I started zapping out. I'm handcuffed to the hospital bed, and the COs is around me. And they just asked me what the fuck's going on. But during the time that I was there, the disorientation started to leave, and I started cracking jokes. I was having fun and making nurses laugh and all of those shit, because I'm a fool. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing you know, boom, the hot flash came and shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I started zapping out and trying to throw the blankets off me and everything like that. Like, get the shit off me, get that shit off me. And the COs was trying to hold me down, and the doctors and the nurses come running in there, and I'm just screaming, get this shit off me. And next thing you know, I was gone. I blacked out. That's the last thing I remember. And the next memory is when I woke up down at shock trauma at it was the University of Maryland Medical Center, shock trauma. And I'm looking around the room, and I'm seeing all these doctors and nurses and people just in the doorway. And I look over to my right, and I see my ex-wife, and I see my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I see a boyfriend in the door. Not my daughter's boyfriend, but my ex-wife's boyfriend in the doorway. You know what I'm saying? By the COs and everything. And I'm just like looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And everybody like looking at me clapping and this, that, and the third. And just all jubilant and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I faint, and this is the type of response I get when I wake up. I'm like, shit, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, they start asking me questions and shit. And at the time, I didn't realize that I was intubated. I had a breathing tube down my throat. So they asked me questions. I'm trying to answer. I'm like, like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So they like, once you sign this piece of paper, put my name down, and I think what hospital I was at, what day it was, just general questions, and I'm answering it the best I could and trying to write as best as I could and shit. And you know what I'm saying, next thing you know, I started really getting agitated by the tube in my throat, because now I'm noticing there's something in my throat impeding me being able to talk and breathe, and it was just real uncomfortable. So I zapped out. They eventually took the joint out, and I went back out. You know what I mean? And next day, I guess it was next day, I woke up and was like, the first thing I just sat up and was like, when we ready to eat. So the CO, everybody go running out the room. They get the doctors and the nurses, and my room's flooded with doctors and nurses and shit. And everybody in there in the doorway. And oh, Mr. Green, da 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 da. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm bugging. Because I'm getting all this from fainting. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? So, that's when, the cardiologists and the lead doctors at the time, that I guess that was on that shift, that I came in, they come in and was like, Mr. Green, you know what I'm saying, we're so glad you're here, and all this, fluffy talk and shit, and I'm just like looking at everybody like, what in the hell is going on? So then next thing you know, the male doctor came out. He was like, look, man. He was like basically telling me, he was like, yo, you know you died. And I'm like, I died? I'm like, because I know it's two deaths. You have the clinical death, and then you have death. You know what I'm saying? Death is when it's done. The brain is no longer working. You know what I'm saying? Clinical death, your heart stops, but your brain still has certain activity. But he said I was dead. He said they performed tests on me and everything, and that my brain had absolutely no function. I didn't respond to anything. They was doing all types of, he said stimulus tests. They burnt my hand. They defibrillated me twice. I had the burns on my chest. You can't see them now. I guess, been 2 years since the whole incident happened. So, I'm like Wolverine and shit. I can heal back up real quick and shit. So next thing I was kind of feeling funny around my body and shit. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that my hand was burnt on the bottom. They had pricked around the bottom of my feet and shit. You know what I'm saying? They had pricked around my nuts. Because I was feeling some shit around there and shit, felt a little blood and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? That shit was crazy. So I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So you're telling me, that, what I'm saying, I had passed and, that they ran all the tests on my brain. I had no brain activity, no waves or anything like that. And he said, what fucked me up, he was like 90 minutes. I was in a coma for 90 minutes? Like, no. You was dead for 90 minutes. No brain activity. We was they had done the last rites. They had done the last rites. When the priest or the hospital, Catholic or whatever the hell, come down there and start praying over your body and getting your ass ready to go to the morgue. And they had done that. And whatever happened, I guess, they had me still on the breathing thing. And my ex-wife kind of like paused and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you're about to get rid of me and shit, you know what I'm saying? Pull the plug, all that old shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And they waited a second, and next thing you know, they noticed my eyes fluttering. And they said that I came out of it. And, said, they was preparing me to go down to the morgue and shit. And I was like, wow. And they was telling me all that shit. And I'm bugging. I'm looking at them like, man, get the fuck out of here. Because that shit just, nah. 90 minutes, I know after like 5-10 minutes or some shit like that the oxygen with your brain, without having oxygen for that amount of time, that it really affects you and can really damage your brain. So, I'm sitting here and I'm holding a conversation with him the same way I'm holding a conversation with y'all. I mean, it's not as fluid, but I was still cognizant of what was being said, and I was still articulating my words correctly and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it was just crazy. So I'm sitting back and I'm thinking of, are they fucking with me? Are they joking? You know what I'm saying? But then you got the COs. And you got people that was coming there to shock trauma to visit their people that was laying there. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, we was praying for you. We hope God. We prayed to God. You know what I mean? And blah, blah, blah. And they was saying all this, God obviously got a plan for you and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like looking at them like, yo, y'all are bugging. Yo, I didn't die. But everybody like, yo, you died. Yeah, we was here. We seen you, nigga. And I'm just like, really? Like, damn, that's crazy. And then it's all these questions. Oh, how did it feel? Did you see the white light? Did you see the hand cascade through the clouds? No. None of that. I don't know where the fuck everybody get it. Those are subliminal messages and images that they place in people's brain, you know what I'm saying, to control people. To think that there's a heaven on the other side of this. Now, once you die, your energy goes back from which it came. Back out into the universe. You turn back to liquid, solids, and gases. And the vibration and the energy and the electricity that flows through your body does dissipate and goes back into the universe. But this heaven idea, that after death and that there's a hand and angels and all this Gabriel and all. No, no, it's none of that. None of that. The devil, blah, blah, blah. No, it's none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm living proof. Living proof. Point blank. And then you're going to have some people that are going to sit back and say, well, maybe you was in purgatory. Maybe you was in the middle. You didn't go to heaven or you went to hell. You was just in the transition station. No. No. It's nothing. When you die, you gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was, God didn't have, he didn't want me there. You know what I mean? They were like, you ain't finished what you was planning on doing on earth, my dude. You got some things you got to do, man. Your music is hot. I'm jamming to your music and everything. You know what I'm saying? We up here jamming in heaven like, ow. You know what I mean? Or the devil was like, nah, yo, you too bad down here, yo. You gonna be taking my horse and everything, yo. I can't handle you. I can't handle you. You need to go back. Whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, I'm here now. It's my second chance at life. I'm gonna take full advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Music, slum bum entertainment. You know what I mean? My alter ego, Gem Powaz. Other people know me as Power, or Powerful Intelligence, Freedom Guard of Law, as my 5%er family calls me. You know what I'm saying? Or other people who knows me from birth, my government name, James Green. You know what I mean? All my peoples that knew me in jail. James Green, 319-719. You know what I'm saying? So this is my testimony to you. You know what I'm saying? I may be one of few that have came back after being gone for so long. Maybe the only one. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jesus. I don't know. Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the simple fact is I'm here. And I'm here to show you that there's so much more to life. So much more. You know what I mean? Laying on that hospital bed, man, I was bugging as I was reflecting, doing introspect and retrospect over my whole life. From embryo, nigga. From embryo. Yeah, your mind has all those memories. And when it's sparked, it opens up and blossoms. And I just thought about the life and the purpose of life. And where we deviate from our purpose. And we become something other than what we're meant to be. Because of decisions that's based off of sensual feelings. The ability to look, the ability to taste, touch, see, and smell. Those things deter us from that third eye. From that mission that the third eye, the course that it sets us on. Once we feel good, once it tastes good, once we hear it and it sounds good, we go towards that way because we look for pleasure out of it. And what our third eye see don't seem as pleasurable. Don't seem that way. So we say, I'm gonna go this course. And when we go that course, then we go through all the causations of being hurt, going through pain, going through dissatisfaction, and all those things. Once we start feeling those things, that's when we start making rash decisions that'll change the course even more. And we get lost from our purpose. We get lost from our purpose. Our purpose is to learn and experience life. The beauties of life, good and bad. Good and bad. So I don't mind going through the things that I've went through in life because it gives me the opportunity to teach you what to avoid. That's my job. That's my job. Some of us in life going to have to go through hell in order to help y'all avoid it. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that I was the one that had to endure it, but that's my job. That's my duty. So I'm not going to shirk my duties. And now I have the opportunity to show and prove on so many different levels of life. You know what I mean? That your purpose is set for you through by the way you think. You can think, you can try to attribute it to something outside of yourself if you want to. If that makes you feel better, crazy. Come on. But you're the one who's going to make the decisions. Whether you feel as though it's divinely guided or influenced or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the simple fact is, you're the one who's going to reap the benefits or you're going to suffer. Point blank. So you need to focus on the beauty in life. Priority. The things that truly mean something to you in life. And none, I'm talking about from the emotional standpoint. Because the emotional standpoint is bullshit. Because as your emotions change, so do those attachments to those things. They strengthen and they weaken. That's not truth. That's not truth. Because truth is something that's going to maintain strength. It's going to maintain that grasp. Like the grasp that you have with your child. That's truth. The grasp that you have with your mother or your family or whatever, not like that. All those people that's you, that's going to maintain. Regardless of the emotions that you go through and being mad at them about whatever, it doesn't change the fact that at the end of the day, at the core of it, there's a love, an undeniable love that exists, that a connection that exists. So the other things that you go through life and you just happen to grab on, those are not real because they come and go. Even certain relationships that you get in with other people aren't real. That's why you have a divorce rate. That's why you have breakup rates that is astronomically high. Because we attach to things because of emotional feelings. I give you the good dick, talking in your ear while I'm giving it to you, and you sitting up there, oh, he loves me. Oh, I'm never leaving him. Oh. And then something happened during the course of the relationship, and we go our own fucking way. And at the end of the day, you hate me because of that thin line. You know what I mean? That everybody talks about. You know what I mean? It wasn't real. It wasn't real. Most relationships now aren't really based off of unconditionalism. If that's a word, unconditionally. I just put an ism on the back of that motherfucker. But those are the things that you have to really think about in life, man. When you get with other people, you're accepting flaw. They're accepting your flaw. Nobody entering in a relationship flawless. Regardless of the perception that they may bring and give off. So you have to really look at it. Sit back and just take it for what it is. Rock and roll with it. And absorb it. But no one understands it's going to come with some disappointment. You're just going to have to endure that disappointment. Because that teaches you. Whether it teaches you within the structure of that relationship what not to do and through and by communication you can change that. Or if you can't change it, then you move on, and when you get with somebody else, what you learned from the previous relationship is applied there. So you know what to avoid when you're dealing with somebody new. And you're able to establish what brings you discomfort from the beginning through communication. That's why I'm straight up and down, straight from the jump. Straight from the jump. You know what I mean? Anybody deal with me, they know damn well straight from the jump what it's going to be. And I expect you to give me yours, how you view things from the beginning as well. That way we enter into the relationship on the same plateau. 100. All that 50-50 crap, I don't deal with that shit. It gives you 50-50 on the other side of the spectrum. The fuck around. And not necessarily cheat or whatever, not like that, but just not be right. You know what I mean? So you have to really sit back and look at life. And that's what death forced me to do. That's why I have such a great appreciation for it. All the people that came and went in my life, I appreciate, whether it was positive or negative, that they brought me because I've learned. And through that learning process, I teach. You know what I'm saying? And this new technology giving me the medium to be able to talk to y'all and hopefully teach y'all as I'm moving around in life, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all absorb some of it. You know, if you disregard it, hey, that's what it is. hopefully you was on some of it, and we can rock and roll through that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you know, I just wanted to rap to y'all about a little this, that, and the third. You know, I ramble on every now and then. You know what I'm saying? With a passion that's intensified when I think about life in general, especially with this death thing. You know what I mean? And death just gave me a great appreciation for life. A great appreciation, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? And when I say niggas, I ain't talking about just black people, I'm talking about everybody. I don't use that word and describe it to a certain demographic or color or whatever, not like that. That's just a general term. I don't get caught up in the word. Because getting caught up in the word, then you give the people that use the word against you power. And I refuse to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I know the etymology of the word. I know the root. I know where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? One day I'll teach you about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not what you think. It's not what you think. So, you know what I mean? With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this. I'm going to conclude this right here. This episode of a City Hangout. Baltimore in the building. All day. You know what I'm saying? This is Gem P. Make sure that y'all listen to whatever we do. Make sure y'all view whatever we do, because it's going to be hot. It's going to teach you, and it's going to entertain you. It's going to entertain you. You know what I mean? It's going to elevate you, because that's my job for you. You know what I mean? To love you. You know what I mean? I love humanity. I'm getting caught up in all these divisions. You know what I'm saying? I love humanity. I love my people. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know, I'm gonna rock and roll this out. I'm gonna say peace. All my peoples out there, y'all know who y'all are. And if you don't know who you are, you get to know who you are. You know what I mean? And with that, I'm going to leave. Gem P, baby. Home City